is on Wednesday evening, about 10 minutes to 7, which is our start time, and on Sunday morning at about 10 or 15 minutes before 10. We will actually start and post the live stream to YouTube. We will then share that back to Facebook. Hopefully that'll provide a lot more members different opportunities to participate so that they can either see it on Facebook or see it on YouTube, whatever works best for them. And again, the plan being to start the live stream a few minutes early so everyone can get on board and get their devices tuned in. I'm going to go ahead and start again and read the first Psalm, Psalms chapter 1. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the wicked, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sits in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water that yield its fruit in its season, and its leaf does not wither. In all that he does, he prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like chaff that the wind drives away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. That is Psalms chapter 1. So, Theresa, are you able to hear me now? Is the stream working? Okay. Psalms chapter 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That is Psalms chapter 23. Okay, if you'll give me just a moment, I am going to put our welcome holding screen up. That is what will be playing a few minutes before our worship time starts. And I just want to test that, and I'm testing some background noise, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I am back with you and have some air conditioner noise in the background just to see how that affects the audio. And I'm going to be reading for just a moment from Psalms 18, and then I'll go ahead and end our live stream. I love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield, and the horn of my salvation. I call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. The cords of death encompassed me, the torrents of destruction assailed me. The cords of Sheol entangled me, and the snares of death confronted me. In my distress, I called upon the Lord. To my God, I cried for help. From his temple, he heard my voice, and my cry to him reached his ears. Then the earth reeled and rocked, and the foundations also of the mountains trembled, and they quaked, because he was angry. Smoke went up from his nostrils, and devouring fire from his mouth. Glowing coals flamed forth from him. He bowed the heavens and came down with thick darkness under his feet. He rode on a cherubim and flew. He came swiftly on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his covering, his canopy around him. Thick clouds, dark with water, out of the brightness before him, hailstones and coals of fire broke through the clouds. I'm going to pause that reading, Psalms 18 in verse 12. Make one adjustment, and I'll be right back. Picking up in verse 13. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the Most High uttered his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. And he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and flashed forth lightning and routed them. Then the channels of the sea were seen, and the foundations of the world were laid bare at your rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of breath of your nostrils. He sent from on high, he took me, he drew me out of many waters, and he rescued me from my strong enemy and from those who hated me. For they were too mighty for me. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my support. He brought me out into a broad place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord dealt with me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands. He rewarded me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his rules were before me, and his statutes I did not put away from me. I was blameless before him, and I kept myself from my guilt. So the Lord has rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanliness of my hands in his sight. I think it's interesting how David sees himself as clean in the sight of the Lord, and he explains some of that here. With the merciful, you show yourself merciful. With the blameless man, you show yourself blameless. With the purified, you show yourself pure. And with the crooked, you make yourself seem treacherous. For you save a humble people, but the haughty eyes you bring down. For it is you who light my lamp. The Lord, my God, lightens my darkness. For by you I can run against a troop, and by my God I can leap over a wall. This God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord proves true. He is a shield for all those who take refuge in him. For who is God but the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? The God who equipped me with strength and made my way blameless. He made my feet like the feet of a deer and set me secure on the heights. He trains my hands for war so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have given me the shield of your salvation. and your right hand supported me, and your gentleness made me great. You gave a wide place for my steps under me, and my feet did not slip. I pursued my enemies and overtook them, and did not turn back till they were consumed. I thrust them through so that they were not able to rise. They fell under my feet. For you equipped me with strength for the battle, and made those who rise against me shrink under me. You made my enemies turn their backs to me, and those who hate me I destroyed. That was Psalms chapter 18, verses 1 through 40. I'm going to go ahead and stop the live stream and review some of the footage. Hopefully this will give everybody an opportunity both to hear some scripture reading today and tomorrow, and also just to give some feedback on the stream and let me know if this looks like it's going to work well for you. Thank you. You guys have a blessed evening.